Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Maverick here, and today we are watching Fire Force episode 14. So, as you guys might see from my background, this is not exactly my usual recording environment. This is actually at my parents' house. I'm visiting them because it's currently the holidays here in my country, and this is my old room, which I haven't stayed in for like over 10 years, right? So, excuse the bit of a mess at the in the background there. And also the quality, especially the video quality, should be noticeably lower. I'm sorry, but there's not really anything else I can do about that. Normally I record these episodes using a desktop computer. This is my laptop, and it's doing its best, okay? So I wasn't able to actually get this episode out on time because, well, things happen, life happens. But I figured that if I do have to I'll just hurry up and record it whenever I can, so as to not keep you guys waiting. So sit tight. This is just for one episode. Hopefully by the next one, everything will be back to normal, and then you guys can, not want to bleach your eyes out, right? But in any case. So, where did we leave off last episode? Well, we went through a little bit more of the investigation process. We basically concluded, at least for now, that the temple, the religion, the Holy Soul Temple, they are innocent as of right now. And in fact, it was confirmed by the Ashen Knights that, they are actually being deceived as well, all the way from the very beginning, right? Now, whether or not that is completely true, and there's really nobody in the temple that knows about this, I still have my doubts about that. But in any case, right now we're focusing on efforts into the Hajima Industries, which, coincidentally enough, and conveniently enough, Victor is actually being suspected of, right? So, I suspect this next arc, we're going to go into Hajima Industries, and, it seems that it's going to be a Victor-focused episode. So, the two duo, right? One is Joker, and now it's Victor. So, with that being said, let's just jump into the episode and see what happens next. Let's get to it. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Trying. Oh, yeah, and Lisa came back. Well, can't really say came back, but joined just out of the blue. I'm actually really surprised that. Okay, he's still gonna go at it again. I thought you just concluded that you are the spy, Offer. Yeah. Oh, gorilla in a sheep. Missiles? Liquid nitrogen. Well, hello there. Is he just gonna come out and say, guys, I've been tasked with capturing Shura? Oh, we are getting a new opening. Nice. Oh? Oh. What was that scene? Okay. This is a lot of information here right now. We're getting into, like, the story of Captain and Lieutenant once again. We've got some moments with Shinra, and, okay, hold on. I should probably focus on what's happening here. There's way too much information, like, what the hell? And I'm surprised that they got kind of boomed to sing the opening. But I guess it kind of ties back in with Mrs. Green Apple back from first season. More of an uplifting kind of song. That's how kind of things songs usually are. The Ashen Reaper. And everyone's like, yeah, we knew. Well, wasn't that effing obvious? Ooh, 7 years. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, as long as Shuna agrees. And they were said they were planning to investigate anyways. And that's why I said at the beginning, coincidentally and conveniently. Where does your this way? Yep. So who's going with me? I guess they've had enough of their shit. I feel like I've seen the kid on the right before. Was it literally just in the opening or something? Or wait, was it from last episode? I'm so bad with faces. Ah, yeah, this dude. Okay. Yeah, we saw him last episode. I guess I should probably remember his name. He seems to be an important character. So basically they're going to be pushing them to the brink. What? No, you gotta use your... I feel like... Oh. I feel like he's going to get mercilessly punched in. Yep. Like I said. Oof. Poor kid. Really? Really? Why do I feel like there's a bigger story behind this? Hmm. What is wrong? What is the problem with this guy? Oh, they know each other? What is your problem, dude? Mattis? Yeah, I think that's a pretty apt description. I thought someone was going with him. I like how these two are just talking right in front of the security guard. That's actually pretty funny. Okay. So I guess they were actually uh, always in communication with what Joker was doing at the temple. Already. Oh, he is here. I like how both sides like clearly know each other, is aware of each other's abilities, but they're still going along and playing along with it anyways. Ah, and here we go. The fated reunion. Yep. What can you do now, though? He's not weak anymore, at least relatively speaking. He's like, personal space, dude. So, how exact... Oh. Just the book itself. Oof, nice. Man, even... Wow. Yeah. This is something not even Sho can take easily. Damn. They really aren't joking when they say this guy is the real deal. But it's one thing to sense it. Having the actual ability to react to it is something else entirely, right? Your body might not necessarily be able to keep up with your senses. Oof. Oof. What about in raw power, though? Whew. Oh. Damn, what kind of ability is this? Holy crap. I am smoke. I think... Oof. Come on, Shinra, stop. Keep your distance. Oh. It's like, now is private time. Now, I was just about to say, Corona seems like still pretty, how can I say it? Willing to listen to orders? In that he didn't really target any of Shinra's vitals or anything. Alright, this is the first time we see this new ending, so let's take a look. So it's kind of similar to the first ending. Or is this like, is this going to be a smartphone game that they're gonna release? You know, an endless runner in a sort of way? Yeah, it seems like this ending isn't, just like the first one, isn't really going to be of any use. So I guess we just enjoy the music, right? Although I think as far as ending goes, I really do still enjoy the first seasons a lot more. Alright, that's the preview. I'm not going to watch that. See you guys after this. Alrighty, so that was the first episode of the second half of the season, and already we are getting some pretty good action and some pretty interesting characters, right? So Kuruno versus Shinra. To be honest, even though Kuruno's abilities are very cool, I still have huge doubts as to how well you can utilize those abilities, right? Considering, even if you are able to react or one thing, it's one thing to be able to know that a punch is coming towards you. It's another thing entirely to be able to get your arms up in time to do a deflection, or heck, even have the strength to actually, stop such a force, right? I feel like that's this is only part of the equation. His abilities are only part of the equation. He himself needs to have very, very good fundamentals in order to actually parry Shinra's attacks. So even though he doesn't really seem all that much, right, and especially since he gives off this aura of, oh, I like to bully the weak because I am ridiculously powerful against them, you kind of get the feeling that this guy is, he's a coward, right? He only wants to face the weak. But no, it's not that situation at all. They weren't joking when they said that he's the real deal. He actually is going to be able to go up against Shinra and potentially others as well. He does have the acolytes, right? So, a pretty interesting fight. Shinra, as always, I'm pretty much expecting him to maybe in the next episode really calm down, right? Not get so worked up about everything that he is saying, that Kuruno is saying. I mean, he's an asshole, obviously. We can already see that, kicking children when they are down, etc., etc. But Shinra, you gotta calm down. You never fight well when you don't calm down. And not to mention, I don't know, the thing about Kuruno is, initially I was thinking maybe he has a deeper story behind him, like the reason why he's acting this way, and it might be a legitimate reason as well. But then after seeing the scene where he was basically, brought to the facility for the first time, and then tried to basically go at Shinra immediately, it leads me to think that maybe he just has some childhood trauma as well. So he's already not right in the head in some way. He doesn't have like some kind of master plan in order to maybe even have a higher calling, right? So, we'll see about that. And speaking of going mad with some childhood trauma, Nataku, right? So apparently this kid is going to be a pretty big thing going forward. To be honest, I completely forgot about him all the way back from season 1, and apparently, well, we can see him in the opening, we can see him being a crucial part in here in this arc as well, and I just kind of remembered, right? He was chosen by the Ashen Knights, by the Evangelist of possessing an adult burst, first of all. And so, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite certain right now. Do all people who possess adult burst go on to become pillars? Or is that not, it's not a complete equal sign there? I kind of forgot, to be honest, because they certainly aren't being very, how can I put it, being very structured with the information, but assuming this, right, he was specifically chosen out by those of the Evangelist. He went through the trials of the insect, right, the firebugs or whatever it's called, and survived it. So I do have the feeling that he might become someone great, right, potentially even a pillar here. I know. Speaking of which, this actually brings an interesting point here, considering especially in this episode where we see that clearly he has some sort of trauma within him that's driving him mad, right? I do kind of wonder, though, because that guy, what was he called again? Conroe? Or something like that, the one who was actually working with the Evangelist, he was the one who made him this way, right? He was the one who made Nataku this way. So I do kind of wonder if this is going to drive him towards the Ashen Knights as well. instead of with the Fire Force, right? You know, I could easily see a situation where he's like, the Fire Force, they can't do anything. They were the ones who allowed me to become this way. And you know, even if the logic isn't completely consistent, he's already kind of mad, right? He's not right in the head. He has trauma, so I can totally see this into becoming a situation where he also joins the Ashen Knights instead. And so then the Ashen Knights would have Inca, they would have Nanaku, and then also the other girl, I kind of forgot what her name was. Mia something? Humia? Anyways, you guys know what I mean. The one who we can never see her eyes and all that. So, that's something to also look forward to going forward. And really, about the Ashen Knights, I see in the opening that we also see a few more, I guess, new characters who are, I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say they are probably more so the antagonist side rather than the protagonist side. And I'm telling you guys, man, I already like what I see, the sort of character design, the sort of abilities that they're appearing to use. The girl, for instance, who kind of looks like a nurse in some sort of way. She looks great. I can't wait to see her character and how it is eventually used. I gotta say, especially from the second season on, I've been liking a lot of the antagonist characters. I feel like they have interesting personalities, interesting abilities, and you know, I always say this, but I feel a work should really be judged by how well the author is able to write the antagonists, right? Are they going to be interesting, or are they just going to prove to be like cannon fodder to the heroes, to the protagonists? And clearly in this series so far, that's not the case, and to me, that is a thumbs up. As for the rest, you know, honestly, more so the episode, I'm much more interested in what happened during the opening. Like, we also get kind of a situation between Shinra and Tamaki as well. Ooh, are we gonna see some romance in those parts, right? I mean, considering these two are a bit more, you know, closer to each other age-wise, right? Like, I like the princess, but yeah, that thing's not going anywhere. I think we can all clearly see that. So, whatever. And also, like, offer defeating or going up against the dragon as well. I do kind of wonder if that is more so of a kind of metaphor, right? You know, because even though he is offering, you know, Knights of the Round Table and all that, and slaying mythological beasts and so on and so forth, somehow I feel like that's more of a Don Quixote situation, right? Where offers going up against an enemy that's not really what it seems to be and not really there. Although to him, that is his dragon in a sense. So, you know, we got that as well. The ending part, we also have like this big monster. Kind of reminds me of the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters, if I'm being honest. But, you know, I'm sure that's a very strong Inferno demon whatnot, because clearly it is. We need a lot of characters, even the captains from the other fire squads, are coming over and lending their assistance, right? So that's probably going to be the big finale of this season if we're going by the first half, where the opening and everything that we see do happen in a sort of a similar sequence of events as well. But yeah, lots of things to look forward to in this second half as well. We're getting closer and closer to the truth. I feel like for me, especially, I'm mostly on Victor's and Joker's side. I just want to know what the hell is going on here, right? I mean, I think, especially even for those of you guys who have followed me all the way back in Season 1, I'm not really all that big on Shinra's I'm a hero kind of shtick. And then, of course, the Ashen Knights, you know, they're kind of dicks as well, right? The Evangelist side don't really know what their plans are. So, to me, I'm more like Victor. I'm more like Joker. I just want to, you know, watch chaos happen, have fun, and find out the truth. And, yeah, as long as they keep on investigating, as long as they keep on revealing more and more information and having some pretty badass action at the same time, well, I think this second half is going to shape up to be pretty badass as well. So, there we go. That's it for this episode of Fire Force Season 2. Once again, I apologize, guys, for being late and also for this recording environment. Starting from next week, we are going to go back, hopefully, to you know, things as usual. So, if this is really like hurting your eyes, or if the audio quality or the audio volumes are a little bit weird, hang tight. It's just for this one episode. So, in any case, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later, and bye bye.